Hi Majeed, nice job writing these essays for your IELTS preparation. Let's get straight into your writing and see what you wrote for us. Okay, task 1 is a calorie source for UK males. Let's see what you had to say. The bar chart gives us information about what is the proportion of calories intake from 4 different sources at UK. Okay, well, let's fix the grammar just a little bit. The bar chart gives us information about, I would have gotten rid of all of this, it's just not necessary, about the proportion of calorie intake from 4 different sources, and not at UK, but in UK males, or for UK males would be even better. The data is, here you need passive voice, is organized according to 3 different age groups, not kinds of age groups, but 3 different age groups, which are from birth to 24, adults who are from 25 to 49 years old, and seniors from 50 years old and older. The main facts that stand out are that the, here, percentage of calories, plural, that comes from dairy and vegetables plunge markedly by aging, whereas the source of calorie in the middle ages twice as much percentage than early and old age, which is 20%. Okay, again, Majeed, there's something happening with your grammar here. So let's try it again. This time, let's try to correct it. The main facts that stand out are that the percentage of calories that come from dairy and vegetables plunge markedly. You can't say by aging. It would have to be something like with age. They plunge markedly with age. Whereas the source of calories, plural, in the Middle Ages, this makes no sense to me. Twice as much as percentage than early and old age. Grammatically, it's wrong. And I don't know what you're referring to. What's 20%? It's just not clear, okay? There is witnessed a dramatic jump in the percentage of main source of calorie from pulses in the senior males. There is witnessed. How about there is a dramatic jump in the percentage of calories from pulses in the senior males, which is the highest percentage of the other kinds of food over different periods, plural, of age. Similarly, here this should be an ly, the source of calories, plural. The early age depends on dairy, which is double the percentage of the rest of the types of calorie sources. Okay. This one is a little tricky because a lot of people talk about plunging and increasing and things, but it's not really. It's just what's happening in this particular one is there's no real change over time. It's as if they asked in one day, for example, men who were over 50, who were 25 to 49, and then young people, from 0 to 24, what do you eat? So we're not really talking about increases or decreases here, okay? Basically, it's just that what you need essentially, Majeed, is the language of comparison. So you need that dairy was the most popular for those under 24. This figure was nearly half for the people aged 25 to 49, and it was even less than that. It was about like a third of that figure for those over 50. And then you have to make comparisons like that. So not really talking about plunging or dipping or increasing, but just comparative language, okay? And there's not really a lot to mention here. There's 12 pieces of information, so you should try to mention, if not all of them, at least a good portion of them. I think you really needed to mention this piece about meat here. I mean, at the very, very least, you needed to mention what was the highest calorie source in each age, okay? And then there were some problems with your grammar as well that you need to look at. I would suggest maybe looking at some task ones, some model task ones to see how we phrase some of these things, okay? But it's a nice first attempt, so let's take a look at your other essay. Okay, and here it is. Do copyright laws limit creativity or reward it? Would society function better without such rules and regulations? Let's see what you had to say. In recent years, more and more people have been talking about the copyright regulations. Okay, you don't need the here, just copyright regulations. However, what is the impact of laws on creativity and a society and performance? Okay, a couple of things here. You're asking a question, so you need a question mark, and this is unclear. I don't know what you mean here by society performance. Some people that think that the effect is positive, okay, you need a verb here, whereas others disagree. From my point of view, establishing patent and copyright laws has several benefits. Okay, that part's fine. Firstly, here you need a the. Presence of strict rules towards copyrights and patents will enhance your creativity and innovation for many individuals. It should be of many individuals. This is largely because many writers or authors will have incentive, not be incentive, to search and find new patents on different fields. Taking the UK as an example, the number of published articles in 2016 has, well, increased, not has increased, but it increased because it's clearly past tense here. Increased by 40% compared to 2010 when there were no strict rules against copyright infringement. This demonstrates the importance of ensuring that the patent rules would foster creativity, know that here, and investment in creativity that promotes cultural diversity. Okay, nice. Secondly, many successful societies follow high harmonized standards that protect the inventors, and the patents. I don't know what this means here, high harmonized. It's just unclear. For example, in 1889, the United States decided to set the copyright regulation, and since that date until this moment, more than 43 of American citizens got Nobel Prize. Okay, more than 43 American citizens received a Nobel Prize as a result of these regulations, plural, that push them to create and invent. Consequently, it is clear that in those countries that do not follow specific criteria against copyright infringement, do not have influential inventors who win with a higher awarded. Okay, something happened here grammatically. It is clear that those countries without the N, etc., do not have win a high award. Okay, not awarded. To sum up, there are many opinions when it comes to copyright law in any society. Even so, it is clear that copyright rules should definitely be determined. This is not clear in clear pattern. I'm not sure what you mean by this. To enhance the creativity, incentives, plural. Incentives what? To create, to produce new materials. Just incentive by itself doesn't really tell us very much, okay? In any society. Okay, so it's a nice essay. It's clear. The structure is very good. Okay, so good work with this. Be careful with some of your grammar and some of the places that kind of lack clarity. You have to work on those just a little bit. So at this point, what you need to do is you need to correct these essays. You need to add the errors to your error correction list and send them back to us with your new essays. This, of course, should be done within the next 24 hours or so you can really apply everything that you've learned in this video correction. Okay, Majeed, so nice job. Keep writing, and I will be looking forward to more of your essays.